Hello guys, it's me korkxen in a brand new video, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up your Nacon Revolution Pro Controller 3. I don't know how is it called now, but yeah, you'll be seeing the controller in the screen. And if you're watching this video, it will probably be because you looked for it because you don't know how to set up the controller, how to basically setting up the controller. So first of all, we're going to look for its software. So we have to look for Revolution Pro 3 controller, and we're going to the first link. Well, I'll leave you the controller in the link of the software in the description. And in this case it's in Spanish, but I will leave it in English. And here you have to go, here says drivers or controller drivers in Spanish, and depending on your BIOS you're going to download the proper software, sorry. And in my case it's Windows, so I'm going to click here, but since I already have it, I'm not going to click. So I'm going to close, and I'm going to look for the software. As you can see, I have it right here. And before you connect it, well, this doesn't really matter, but you have to connect the controller to your PC, and you shouldn't have any app open. I mean, any game like that uses the controller. For example, Overwatch detects this controller, Fortnite detects this controller, and if you have opened this any game that detects the controller, it's not going to work. So close every game you have opened, save it or whatever, and now you can open the Revolution Software 3. Here you have to open it as administrator or normal. I'm going to open it normal, and then you have to click in yes. Like it will say, do you want to allow this app for an unknown publisher to make changes in your device? And you click yes. This will open the app, and here it says controller not detected. So we have to connect it to the PC. Let me connect it, and behind there are like a switch where it says mode, and there's 1, 2 and PC. We have to put it in 2. This way the program will detect the controller. As you can see, now I can work on it. Okay, now depending on where you're playing at, you have to click on PS4 mode or PC mode. And before touching anything of the controller, changing the binds and everything, here go to updates or drivers. I don't know what will it say. I'm going to update from the firmware. Okay, it says that it's the most recent one, software recent one. Okay, since I usually play on PC, I'm going to do it here in PC. If you play on PS4, it's basically the same. So the only thing that changes is this. Like if you're going to play on PS4, click this one, and if you're playing on PC, click this one. Okay. Since I'm playing on PC, I'm going to create a new profile. Like, you can select whatever you want. You can create until 4 profiles, like maximum 4 profiles that can be downloaded. Since I already have one, I'm going to click behind. This is that I used to play Fortnite. I used both. This is for Fortnite and this is for GTA. Like, yeah. So I'm going to change the name of this. I'm going to call it YouTube Test 2. Alright, and I'm going to modify profile. I'm going to I can save it. Sorry, like I'm going here. It's already saved, and as you can see, I have all my profiles. Okay, YT Test 2. Alright, so we're going to set up our controller. Okay, this is the sensitivity of the left joystick, sorry. So as lower as it is, it's going to be lower sensitivity, and here you can change it. This is for If you want a nice precision, like for aiming games, shooters like Overwatch, Fortnite, Call of Duty, set it up to this. But if you're playing other games like, for example, Fall Guys, Uncharted, The Last of Us, or any game that is in PC or PS4, and just playing some examples, click on this. The sensitivity doesn't really matter in these games. They were open world games, so this is up on you. Like, if you know about sensitivity, touch this. If you don't know, look for another tutorial about how to set up sensitivity in Revolution Pro 3 controller, and that's it. Now, before switching pages, you have to save the data here in this button. Okay, this is the right button. Oh, sorry, this is not for aiming. This is the real one for aiming, and I'm going to show you my my sensitivity for Fortnite in the right click, in the right joystick. Sorry, is 20% the blue one, 50% the right one in minus, and that's on 2. Okay, so I'm going to put it like that: 50, 20, minus. Save it. And this is the most important part. First of all, if you haven't bought this controller and you're using the touch panel for anything, don't buy it. Because, if you're going to buy it for playing on PC Fortnite, for example, like, don't buy it if you don't use the touch panel. Because the touch panel in this controller, because your PC will detect this controller as an Xbox controller. So, instead of the touch panel is not going to work, so the PC will detect the touch panel as the share button. So this, if you use the default binds, the touch panel won't work, and the share will do the touch panel work, because share is useless in PC, like it's for nothing. So what can I do for fixing this? Alright. So we have to look for a button that is in the default controller in the DualShock 4 that we don't use, like these ones. For example, which is the button that I use the less? For example, in Fortnite, the button I use the less is circle. So what am I going to do? I'm going to switch this, and I'm going to switch this. Okay, and what the fuck am I doing? So when you click this one, when you click this one, this will send the computer the order to. When you click this one, you're pressing circle. So basically, you go to your game, and for example, you change the bind. For example, you used for crouching the touch panel. I mean, it's useless to use crouching for touch panel, but just put crouch in circle. So when you touch panel, it will detect as it is the circle. And for example, when you use the circle is the touch panel, and the touch panel, I don't know if I am explaining myself. I will show you an example later. Alright, so these are the extra buttons. So you're going to set it up as you want. This, for example, I'm using this and this, one for jumping, another for building in Fortnite. So I'm going to save it. And this is also good if you're this setting is also good if you play shooters. Like the best configuration for these triggers is, if you play a shooter, is leaving this in 0 and 75, and in 0 and 75. What it does is basically, once you click a bit the trigger, it will shoot, and it will end up when it's 75% down. Like here, it won't work. So what does this do? That you shoot faster. This gives you, like, if you're playing on mouse, like it's an insta shoot, insta click or anything. Alright, this is the last option. This is the overview. Alright, once you've done it, I repeat, if you have any games opened, close them. Now we have to, there's another button behind the controller called profile, and on the in front part of the controller there are 4 lights. Like if you click profile, the light will change its position, and you have to put the light in the profile you're editing. In my case it's profile number 3, so I'm going to put the light in number 3. Once done this, you're going to click this, that is activate profiles, and what it does is basically sending the information, the changes you have done here, to your controller. Alright, and it says a tick. If you have any game open or there's any error, it's going to say a cross. If you have any doubt, I'm going to leave my Discord in the description, so you can DM me. Alright, this means that your changes have been saved and are now in the controller. Alright, and this isn't as important as the configuration of the vines, but it's cool. Like, this is to change the color of the controller. Like, you can put random colors, yeah, and your controller will be seeing, like, for example, this, what it does is doing like a spin. Here what it does is like a breathe animation, and this, yeah, the same. And this is the controller speed, the slowest, the middle, and fastest. I'm going to leave it as I had it, that it was basically pink, no, it was this color in cycle. This is the one that I like the most, is spinning like a loading circle in speed 3 safe, and that's all. So I'm going to show you an example in a game like Fortnite. Alright guys, as I told you, I said that the touch panel didn't work. So I'm going to show you how did I do to manage to use the touch panel. So look, I have my controller right here. It's the Revolution Pro 3. These are the buttons that I told you before. And as you can see, there's a controller in my OBS. So I'm pressing my touch panel. I'm not using the cross for anything. So what I did is put in the touch, look at my controller and the controller at the background at the same time. I know it's a default control of PS4, but it does the same work. I know it's pretty glitchy. I'm not even touching this, and there it shows that like it's up, but it's very glitchy with this controller, the control of OBS. So as I said, you have, when I press this button, I'm pressing the touch panel, and look, it activates the arrow to down. So I'm using the touch panel for editing. So what I did is putting the down cross to edit, and I press the touch panel. It detects it as the down cross, and I'm editing with the touch panel, really. So I think that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to say goodbye in the normal OBS. So I see you now. Okay guys, I forgot to say that for playing games in PS4 or on PC, you have to put behind the switches in one to play on PS4 and the PC to play on PC. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends if they have this controller. And bye guys, I hope you have a great day.